dismissed every accomplishment I've made. You've talked about my father. Well, you call me an entitled millennial, I call you a carny succubus, because the dirty secret about you, the dirty secret is you need this generation more than it needs you.
What up, y'all? It's KB, the Sexy Ninja, in the place to be for Paper Saber Universe, and this is the New World Podcast, brother. We're talking about NXT, June 3rd, 2025. Vic, Booker, and Corey on commentary. What a night for just some craziness. We got TNA Championship match, and we got, oh my gosh, I can't wait to talk about her. But let's talk about the starting of the show. We got Ethan, Javon, Laredo Kid. They got a four-way. Ray Phoenix is not here for the North American Championship. We start this off, and Ethan's like, I didn't sign off on any of this, but I'm going to kick each one of your asses. This is what I'm going to do. And the Vanity Project comes out. I haven't really been paying attention to Evolve. I think this is Swipe Right. Stupid name, but Swipe Right comes out. Ethan's facing another Evolve guy. I don't know his name. But, of course, how do we start off? With a big freaking fight with everybody. Ethan, was told, shut the hell up. And I was reading about rumors going around of them telling the crowd, like, hey, don't curse, please. Don't do this, don't do that, because it gets censored on TV, which is understandable. I see people like, oh, don't tell the crowd what. I was like, well, they're running a TV, and they're asking kindly. It's like going to the movies, like telling you, like, hey, can you not pull your phone out? Can you not answer calls? If your baby's crying, can you take him out? I just think WWE's just trying to get ahead of it itself of being like, hey, we don't want the TV to be censored and whatnot. We want us to have fun and enjoy, but if you can, just please try not to curse, just please. I really don't see a big deal with it, but I see people are like, ah. But yeah, the Vanity Project, and it sets up a match for later on tonight. Big fight. We got Chase U versus Dark State. Chase U. Chase no. Dark State for the win, man. Then they're getting these LFG guys out there quick, because one of these guys is from LFG. And can't wait to see who's next to go up that list. But it's just like Jasper Troy. Like, he's already in the title run, apparently. We got Miles Bourne versus Charlie, and basically a Heritage Cup round for round. I don't like that style. A lot of good technical wrestling here, but I just don't care for the rounds and whatnot, and them going back and forth, scoring points. But Miles got the win. To get out of no quarter catch crew, tried to shake Charlie's hand, and Charlie's like, hell no. So no quarter catch crew no more. I wish there was more for this team, but Miles, he just had a big NXT championship match, so I think it's time for him to move on. Tyra May Steele making her debut here versus Ariana Grace. You already know who's going to win. Tyra May Steele. I was never a fan of her on LFG. I felt like there's some other people on LFG that I should have got the win. Tyra, and it's just a long name, Tyra May Steele. But they're high on her. She's got her first win here. Like they're going all in on these LFG guys and gals. And Tyra's here, and she's crazy in the eyes because Booker's like, look at her eyes, look at her eyes. Next up, we got JC Jane celebrating a win, one of the most shocking wins ever, sucking the air out of the room. Like I said, even the ring announcer was like, oh yeah, I got my job to do. But JC celebrating, Fatal Influence. I'm very excited to see what we do with. I think this title is going to change hands quick, but JC Jane, and then, of course, you have the entire women's locker room come out, Jada, Lola, Lash, and Thea. I think there was other people there, but it was just, like, crazy. And they're like, we want a shot. We're not waiting no more. Lash Legend's like, I'm going to get that title, and everybody starts fighting. JC Jane's like, bye-bye, keep fighting, y'all. Then the lights go out. Oh, my gosh. The rumors were right. Rumors were true. Mariah May is in NXT. Mariah May is in WWE. After one hell of a battle with Toni Storm over there on the other side at AEW, she is now here at NXT. I know they're going to change her name, but I put hearts all over because I love me some Mariah May. And she says, you're looking at the next women's NXT champion. JC Jane's like, oh man, Mariah May is setting the tone of her arrival And I'm so happy, man. I'm very, very happy. I was just like, damn, this is crazy. Ricky Saints, Ethan Page, Sean Spears, now Mariah May. Who else again? Ray Phoenix, Penta. It's glorious, man. And I hope they do right by Mariah May. So she's here, and she wants that championship. We got Money in the Bank this weekend. We got Worlds Collide, so a lot going on. Then we have Legacy, Lee, Evans, and Laredo Kid versus Paige and the Vanity Project. I got to say my match of the night. But, man, it was a back-and-forth battle. But Legacy, Lee, and Evans and Laredo Kid got the win over Paige and the Vanity Project, or a.k.a. Swipe Right. I need to go search into that more. But, man, I love this match. It was awesome. 4-on-4, let's go, man. Then we get Stevie and Stone with Oba. They're waiting for Jasper so they can sign a contract so they can face each other for the NXT Championship. I got to say, this is my moment of the night as well, just because Jasper's like, yeah, how's it feel looking at somebody eye to eye and someone not looking up to you and whatnot? And Oba's like, I'm gonna break you like a twig. I don't care who you are. Different day, same business. Oba's breaking people. And I was like, man, Jasper. And I do really like Jasper versus Oba. Let's talk about some meat. Oof. That's going to be something. That's some money right there. Then we get a TNA Championship. Trick Williams goes against Mike Santana. And talk about shenanigans. Trick really living up to the heel aspect of this. Elijah's in the crowd because whoever wins this is going to face him at Against All Odds, the TNA show. So like I said, we're in Bizarro world, man, with this TNA stuff. Mike Santana, Elijah's in the crowd. And then Trick breaks Elijah's guitar. Ref's distracted. Here comes AJ Francis and Cassie. They take out Mike Santana. And Trick takes advantage and gets the 1, 2, 3. Whoop that Trick. Yeah, and now Trick will go and face Elijah at Against All Odds. And we just got a big weekend of just man. Like I said, it was just like, whoa, AJ Francis? Whoa, Cassie? And, it's this whole TNA crossover thing is insane, man. And I'm loving every second of it. But it's just like, who else is going to show up? Like, I enjoyed this more than Raw, to be really honest. I give this show a solid 4 out of 5. My match of the night was Legacy and Lee and Evans and Laredo Kid versus Paige and the Vanity Project. That was a badass match. Moment of the night, yes, I gave it to Oba and Jasper, but come on, it has to go to Mariah May. I love you, Mariah. I'm glad that you're here. I can't wait to see what they do with you. So a lot of stuff going on. We're building to Worlds Collide. I really enjoyed the show. 4 out of 5 NXT. June 3rd, 2025. Vic Booker and Corey on commentary. Tell me what you thought of the show. Drop those comments below. Hit that like. Hit that subscribe. Share it with your grandma. Share it with your grandpa. Share the bum down at Walmart. I am KMBD Sexy Ninja. And remember that the New World Podcast is for life, brother.